So in this video we're gonna be continuing with the interesting fact series. But before we get started, you know the deal. As usual, feel free to hit the thumbs up if you want to help your boy, and subscribe if you are new and would like to see more content like this. Alright, without any further ado, let's get right into it. First fact we have here is it's not illegal to go topless in New York. Whoa. That's the first fact. Alright, we're starting off pretty strong. They're actually showing a topless picture. What? How is this website owner monetizing his blog if you're showing these kind of pics? Because Google will definitely not put ads next to this. Anyways, good to know. It's not illegal to go topless in New York. Alright, next fact is the first pizzeria in the United States opened in New York City in 1895. New York is so famous with its own pizza. I would love to go there someday and have a little taste of that delicious goodness. The New York Public Library has over 50 million books. That's a whole lot of books. If I was there, I would I would be picking up all the books and just smelling them. Boss, that sounded really weird. But yeah, I just love the smell of new books. Am I the only one? Alright, let's get going. More than 800 languages are being spoken in New York. Considering the fact that 37% of the New York City population comes from another country, you may not be surprised, obviously, that there are a lot of languages spoken. Some experts claim that there are more than 800 languages spoken in the city. That's crazy. 800 languages, wow. That's a whole lot of languages. Brooklyn Bridge is older than Tower Bridge in London. London. The Brooklyn Bridge is one of the most iconic bridges in the world. And so is the Tower Bridge in London, but the New York City Bridge can flaunt with being 11 years older. The average rent for a one-bedroom in Manhattan is $3,400 per month. God. That's a lot of money for a one bedroom. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, dude. I mean, I understand it's a touristic city and it's one of the most expensive cities in the world, but oh my god, you need to work, I don't know, 2-3 jobs there to be able to finance yourself and survive. It's very expensive. price quite higher than the average price worldwide for a one-bedroom. To make a comparison, you can easily find a one-bedroom in Greece for $350 per month. Same here. You can get it for even less, to be honest. You can get it for even less. Again, depends on the city, the neighborhood, bunch of stuff, but you can definitely get a one bedroom for less than that here. New York City's Federal Reserve Bank has the largest gold storage in the world. Deep down in the heart of the financial district, Wall Street sits the largest storage of gold in the whole world. More than 7,000 tons of glittering gold bars, which is equivalent to about 5% of all the world's gold ever mined. That's very impressive indeed. The first European settlers in New York City were Dutch. Until 1898, the city was known as New Amsterdam. That changed when the city was gifted to the Duke of York on his 18th birthday. Can you even gift a city? That's crazy. He then decided to rename the city to New York, which has stuck around ever since. Okay, interesting. New York is home to the world's first underground park. The success of the High Line gave rise to the new project and the park called the Low Line. It is located on Manhattan's west side. It's not completed yet, but the current date for the park to be fully completed is set to 2021, which is basically this year, and then it will become the world's first green space underground. If you live in New York City, let me know if it was finished yet. There are more than 380,000 millionaires in the city. What? 380,000 millionaires. That's crazy. In addition to that, New York City is also home to the most billionaires in the world. However, Tokyo is the city that can claim the title of being home to most millionaires. Wow. How many millionaires in Tokyo then? How many years in Tokyo? 593,000. Wow, that is insane. Alright, next fact. Honking your car horn is illegal. Wait, what? I'm pretty sure like New York City is pretty hectic. I mean, I don't think no people are honking their cars. Let me read the description. Except for emergencies, honking your car horn is actually illegal in New York City. But of course, most people, if any, don't care about this. you will not be walking far before you hear someone honking their car horn. Exactly, that's what I thought. Yeah, exactly. Grand Central Terminal has a whispering gallery. The Grand Central Terminal is an architectonic masterpiece, and the interior is absolutely beautiful to look at. However, that's not all that comes with this extravagant train station. Here you can stand at opposite diagonal corners and whisper to the ones standing on the other side of the room. Oh, that's pretty cool. I can see the picture here. It looks really, really, really gorgeous. This Statue of Liberty was gifted by the French. What? I never knew that. Did you think that the Statue of Liberty was built in New York? Well, guess again, it was actually a gift from the people of France to the people of the United States back in 1886. This iconic statue is visited by millions of people each year. Oh, wow. Very interesting. And how generous of France. Times Square is named after the New York Times. Before the New York Times moved to Times Square, this place was known as Longacre Square. Very interesting indeed. New Yorkers bite 10 times more people than sharks do worldwide each year. Yeah, I read this fact before. Very funny. The ice cream cone, pasta, primavera, and eggs Benedict were all invented in New York City. Albert Einstein's brain and eyeballs are kept in a safe box in the city. Okay. There are more women than men in New York City. Oh, okay. Very interesting indeed. New York City homeowners can request that a tree gets planted outside their homes for free. Oh, that's beautiful. The Empire State Building gets hit by lightning about 23 times per year. New York City is the largest city in the United States. There is a birth in New York City every 4.4 minutes. And finally, New York gets 15 times as much snow as the South Pole. You lucky. It's rarely, very, very, very rarely snows here. It actually never snows in my city. It snows in another city. But yeah, I would love to play with the snowman. New York was one of the original 13 colonies that formed the United States. The first people arrived in New York around 10,000 BC. New York City is the most populous city in the United States, and the New York indicating the universal concept of liberty. In 1886, it was the tallest iron structure ever built. Scratch my beard. On April 30, 1789, George Washington was sworn in as the President of the United States at Federal Hall in New York City, New York. Until 1960, New York State led other states in the U.S. in terms of total population, culture, and economic indexes. And then it was overtaken by California due to enormous growth that the state witnessed. Niagara Falls, one of the most famous waterfalls in the world, is located on the border of Ontario, Canada, and New York, United States. The Hudson River is named after the sailor Henry Hudson, who sailed into the state in 1609 on his ship, the Half Moon. The Hudson River separates New York City from the state of New Jersey. The Hudson River flows entirely within the New York State, except for its final segment when it forms the boundary between New York and New Jersey. Okay. The United Nations is headquartered in New York City. New York State has had 4 constitutions. They were adopted in 1777, 1821, 1846, and 1894. The Constitution of 1894, revised in 1938 and amended over 200 times. It still remains in place today. Wow. Canada is an important economic partner of the state of New York. The United States got engaged in a military conflict with the British Empire between June 1812 to February 1815. The New York/Canadian border was the central front of the war. Toilet paper was invented by Joseph Gayeti of New York City. The first American chess tournament was held in New York in 1843. Manhattan, New York City is home to the largest concentration of Chinese in Western Hemisphere. Here, 150,000 Chinese residents live in a 2-square-mile plot of land. Virginia was named after Queen Elizabeth I, who was called the Virgin Queen. Virginia was one of the 13 colonies in the American Revolution. Virginia General Assembly is the oldest continuous lawmaking body in the New World, and it prohibits the governors from serving 2 consecutive terms. Sorry if you hear any background noise. My PC is going crazy for some reason again, like the fan noises. And yeah, some cars outside. Again, it's 3 a.m. I don't know who's. Anyways, earthquakes in Virginia are rarely devastating because of their weak magnitude. The state experienced its largest earthquake of 5.9 magnitude in 1897 near Blacksburg. A 5.8 magnitude earthquake in Virginia in 2011 was felt by the almost 1/3 of the population of the US. The earthquake also did shake some neighboring Canadian provinces to some extent. The effect of the quake was so prominent that it cracked the Washington Monument. Oh. Let me check a look. Sorry. Yeah, it indeed did. That's crazy, man. Earthquakes are scary. Earthquakes, hurricanes, volcanoes, natural disasters, basically. According to the U.S. Department of Defense, Virginia ranks at the 2nd spot in the list of the states for total defense spending, followed by Texas, Maryland, and Florida. California tops the list with an expenditure of $49 billion. Whoa. Sorry. Naval Station Norfolk in Norfolk, Virginia, is the world's largest naval base. The base is classified as America's 5th most endangered military base. The base also serves as major naval air center. It is estimated that the rise in sea level could be a potential threat to the base. After California, Virginia has the 2nd highest concentration of tech workers in any state in the U.S. In the early days, Virginia was also known as the birthplace of presidents. Did you know that before the beginning of the Civil War, Virginia has had the most number of slaves? Whoa. Followed by Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama. I love saying Alabama like this. Alabama and South Carolina. Each of these states has had more than 400,000 slaves. It's always when I'm trying to record this freaking, my throat just starts acting out. It's always when I'm about to record. I'm okay the whole day. Just when I hit the record hungry, my throat is itching, I need to sneeze, I'm thirsty, someone is shouting in the street. Man, recording ASMR videos is a huge pain. In some terms, Virginia can also be given the title of the home of the internet. Loudoun County. I'm not sure if it's pronounced like this. Loudoun. Let me see. Loudoun pronunciation. Loudoun. Okay. My bad. Loudoun County hosts data centers that are responsible to cater to almost 3/4 of the web's traffic. The county has more than 10 million square feet of built-in space and more than 100 massive data centers, and there is no signs of this growth abating. Okay. Give me a second. Alright. Virginia is home to the largest office building in the world, the Pentagon. The Pentagon. I don't know how to pronounce that stuff, bro. I'm very sorry if I messed it up. The Pentagon serves as the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense, including all three military services: Army, Navy, and Air Force. The Pentagon, however, has a Washington, D.C. mailing address. The building was designed by American architect George Bergstrom, and built by contractor John McShane. I can see it. It looks absolutely beautiful and massive. Holy moly, it is massive. I wonder what is it like working there. Like, I literally need a taxi to go from point A to B there. Did you know that the Pentagon has 3 times the floor space as the Empire State Building? Okay. The tourism industry plays a significant role in the state's economy. In 1607, Jamestown, the first English colony in what would become the United States, was founded in Virginia. Jamestown was also Virginia's first capital. The town was established on the bank of the James River. Did you know that 8 U.S. presidents, more than any other state, were born in Virginia? Interestingly, 4 of the first 5 presidents were Virginians. The American Revolution ended in Yorktown, and so did the Civil War in Appomattox. I don't know how to pronounce this, dude. Okay, let me look it up. I'm not even gonna try. It's gonna look boy. I was born in Appomattox. I got beginning to sound cringy over here. The Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel with 17.6 mile span, shore to shore, is the world's largest bridge tunnel complex. Its official name is Lucius J. Kellum Jr. Bridge Tunnel. The Chesapeake Bay is one of the world's richest marine life estuaries. Blue crabs, finfish, oysters, and clams can be found over there. Okay. Tennis legend Arthur Ashe was born in Richmond, Virginia. He was the first black man to win the U.S. Open and Wimbledon tennis championships. He is also the first African American man to be ranked as the #1 tennis player in the world. Good job, Arthur. Let me see. Is he still in business? Oh no. No. He passed away long time ago. He was born in 1943 and passed away in 1993. So, yeah. Unfortunately. So, Virginia is also called the mother of all states because of its role in being carved in other states, such as Kentucky. In the Civil War, more battles were fought on Virginia soil than any other state. The first peanuts grown in America were from Virginia. Did you know that peanut butter was first introduced at the St. Louis World's Fair in 1904 and became a source of delicious protein during the first 2 world wars? Peanut butter is tasty indeed. The state, on average, gets affected by 7 tornadoes a year. Talking about Virginia, of course. Local tax collection per capita in Virginia in 2016 was $4,560, which puts it at 23rd overall of all the states. According to Inc.com, the average life expectancy in Virginia is 77 years. That's pretty good. That is pretty good indeed. Virginia is for lovers. It's one of the most well-known tourism campaigns ever. It was created by David Martin and George Waltz of Martin & Waltz Inc. in 1968. They created the slogan after winning the Virginia State Travel Account in 1968. And in 1969, when the agency unveiled the slogan, visitors to Virginia generated about $800 million, which is insane. According to Insure.com, an insurance information website, Virginia has the 5th cheapest average car insurance. you serious? Oh my god. Anyways, according to Insure.com, an insurance information website, Virginia has the fifth cheapest average car insurance premium in the country, which is around $1,063. States with the cheapest average insurance are Maine, which is about $845, Wisconsin with $951, and yeah. Let me see where airplanes actually fly. Virginia Beach introduces you to the Military Aviation Museum. Here, guests get an up-close experience with German, British, and American aircrafts that used to fly during World War I and II. Surprisingly, they still operate to date. Wow. Moreover, there are opportunities for visitors to ride with local pilots. I can see them here. They look really cool. I'm surprised they still operate today, to be honest. I'm surprised indeed. A true path to history in Portsmouth. The home of US football heroes. A lot of football champions hail from Newport News, like Mike Tomlin from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Altoon from New York Jets, Michael Vick from Philadelphia Eagles, and Larry Bethia. Sorry if I mispronounced his last name, from the Dallas Cowboys, are just to mention a few. The state of Virginia is for lovers, so you can expect a lot of fun. At Pembroke Town, which is referred to as the Gateway to Cascades, is a site where the classic movie Dirty Dancing was shot. There is a monumental stone that was erected in remembrance of the late actor Patrick Swayze. According to Virginal law, anything labeled Smithfield ham must be produced through a dry salt method and aged for at least 6 months. The cured ham was among the first exports of the US that sold in Bermuda during the late 16th century. Scientists discovered a massive crater at the Chesapeake Bay in 1983. The 53-mile wide crater is estimated to be 35 million years old. Whoa. Alright, now let's go all the way to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania was founded by William Penn. The name of the state comes from the name of the founder's father. It is one of the 13 original founding states of the United States. 13 original states are Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut. I love saying Connecticut. I don't know why, but I can say Connecticut all day long. Connecticut, Connecticut, Connecticut. It's such an amazing name, Connecticut. Massachusetts. Okay, I always forget how to pronounce this one. Massachusetts. Hold on. How do you pronounce it? I always forget, dude.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Maryland. South Carolina. New Hampshire. Virginia. New York. North Carolina. And Rhode Island. Okay. Did you know that of the original 13 colonies, Pennsylvania is the only that does not border the Atlantic Ocean, along with New Jersey, New York, Delaware, and Maryland? Pennsylvania is classified as a Middle Atlantic state. In October 1682, the younger William brought 360 settlers who believed in religious freedom and a fair government to form this 12th of the 13 English colonies. Philadelphia, the state's largest city, is home to Independence Hall, where the United States Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution were drafted. Philadelphia is also the first planned city in North America. Also, Pennsylvania is the second state after Delaware to ratify the Constitution of the United States of America. At the time, it was the most ethnically and religiously diverse of the 13 states. Alright guys, that will be it for today's video. I got something coming up and I really need to get going. I mean, it's 3:30 a.m. and yeah, I have some stuff that I need to get done. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and see you next time. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, all that good stuff. Alright, have a good night guys.